Welcome to all the classic car enthusiasts. So just going to give you a little bit of a teaser tonight about this little project we're doing. I should really be getting on with the cars, but the problem being retired, sometimes I start doing little projects and get a bit waylaid, you know how it is. But my feeling is if you can't have a bit of fun when you're retired and with your hobby, then what's the point? So, and it's a nice break from working on the cars constantly. What it is I have this little mini bar, which is a half of a mini that we chopped in half because the front half was just a rust bucket, and we got rid of it to the scrap, and we ended up with the back end, and I ended up using it, making it into a bar. So what I'm doing now is making like an Italian Job theme, the Michael Caine movie theme bar. So it's a kind of Italian Job mini bar, which is what the title's going to be on here. So this is just a little teaser of how we've started doing it. So basically there'll be like, it'll look like a concrete sewer ring with a mini inside, and we'll paint it in such a way that it looks like it's got some depth to the tunnel. But Amir's come up with an idea tonight about using a electric ram that I have and making the bar open with a remote key fob, which I've got, which would be a good bit of fun. It'd be a nice talking point, certainly. And then we'll make the lights work on it and so on. But we also need to, if we're going to use the original lights, we have to make them 12 volt. But we could do that with an adapter of some kind, or we put electric lights in it, you know, a 240 volt light inside it. So this is to say, this is just a little teaser, and I hope you like it, and I hope you'll watch tomorrow when we do more work in the next day. I think it'll probably, what we're doing is we're doing this work in between doing bits on the Mini and other pieces where we're waiting for paint to dry, literally, waiting for a filler to dry or lead or whatever. So we're kind of doing it in between, if you like. It's a bit of a, for want of a better word, a fill-in kind of job. But I do get a bit carried away with these things. So I hope you enjoy it. It's just a bit of fun, and as I say, it's just something to break up the day. So all the best, and stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now. Bye. So a little update on the Mini. We've done some work in here today. Just finished off. It's a little bit dark, I'm afraid, but I redid the boot floor in there, so it's all been done again in stone chip. You can see this has now been repaired. This is just dirt from here, but you can see that's all been repaired. And of course them arches have the extras gussets in them, that's why they're so wide. They're not needed on the rear arch. And we'll show you when we're putting that back on, I'll show you how the arch fits, because you have to squeeze them in a bit. Okay, so this is the first part of making the tunnel. I'll give you an idea now. It looks a bit strange, but that's how it's going to go. The end bit's not down yet, obviously. You can see this has all got to be here, and you can see how it's going to pull that up when so that's how it's going to look, and then it'll have a front on it, and yeah, so that's the start, and I'll show you as we progress tomorrow with it. So all we're doing is making it out of very light ply, because it's very easy to bend. You can see here it's very thin, but it's good enough for what we need. It's only you can see how much that'll bend easily. So I'll show you when we progress and get it done. But if you look from in fact, if I take it that way, that might give you a better idea of how it's going to look, and then you can see it's going to come in underneath like a complete concrete ring. Amir's going to give you a quick demo of how it would go up. So this will be attached to the car, and it'll come up like, it's got to be planed down yet, but can you take it up a bit more? Yeah, and then the car will obviously swing. Can you? As you turn the car, that's what will happen. That'll go up to over halfway, but we have to put a a roller on it, to lift it even more. And then the car sits into that groove, and then it comes back. And that's it. This is our... But we've come up with another idea, or he's come up with an idea.
Much better idea.
A much better idea, because what we're going to do, we think we've got a 12 volt system on the overhead lights we took down.
Yeah.
And I reckon we can wire it into the hazard switch on that. So when you open it, the hazard lights go on, because it'll be hazardous going to the bar without asking.
Yeah.
And the idea that Amir's come up with, if you can just show me, if you can pull this cloth up for me,
okay,
so I can show you. This is an old couch ram, and we rarely put this table up and down, to be honest. We keep it at one height. And you can see there's an electric ram there inside. And what we're talking about doing, this is another one.
It's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
It has a remote fob with it, a key fob with it. So what we're talking about doing is taking that ram, which is electrically operated, and putting it on the inside of the car, so that I can stand basically anywhere near it, or anywhere within.
Remote control.
And use the remote control to open and shut the bar. Now that would be pretty spectacular, I think that. So you can see we've just started to get the round bits on the top, and we just have to plane them down. Now we've made them basic, you can see there, but we need to really just plane them down so it's round properly, and then we can do all the artwork inside. So on the next clip, the next bit of video, hopefully you'll see it painted and the inside grey, darker, darker until it's black in the middle.